I'm with Kate Armitage, team leader for electric vehicles for EDF Energy. Kate, why EDF Energy? Why come to GreenFleet Scotland?
EDF Energy has been working on electric vehicles for the last 5 years. We've been working on trials, looking at infrastructure, but we've reached the point now where we want to engage much more closely with fleets who are thinking about investing in plug-in vehicles, and we want to talk to them about their infrastructure and recharging of those cars.
Now, you talked about fleets. Are you talking both private and public sector fleets?
Absolutely, yeah. We believe that the vehicle sales will ultimately be driven by fleets, both public and private sector.
Now, you mentioned some trials in London, I think.
Yeah, we worked with Mercedes-Benz on a domestic trial, 60 smart electric drives in London and the South East. And we're working with Toyota on the plug-in hybrid trial with 20 vehicles with businesses in London.
Now, why are electric vehicles so important to EDF? I mean, there's an obvious, you're the generator, but why are you getting involved in the other side of the equation?
I mean, you're absolutely right. The big win for us is that if the UK switches to electric mobility, the utility companies and the electricity generators will be the big winner. In the short term, whilst the market is still developing, we have a role to play to establish consumer confidence, build awareness, engage our customers with this emerging market and get them interested and buying vehicles.
Okay, so you've done a lot of pilot work down south. What was the one key message that came out from those pilots? That's the kind of biggest barrier, I guess, to stopping electric vehicles taking over?
Well, the key learning was that the main barrier of range anxiety is very much a perception and is not a reality. So certainly for the domestic customers who are driving a full battery electric vehicle, they recharge their vehicle overnight. At the beginning of each day, they have a range of 80 miles, and that was more than sufficient for their daily commute.
But I suspect that putting infrastructure out on the public highways and motorways and so on is very much part of your game plan too.
EDF Energy isn't involved in developing public infrastructure. There are a number of government programmes. There's Plugged in Places, which there are 8 regions in the UK, and that is sponsored and funded by government. We're interested more in working with our end customers, so our domestic and business customers.
But that's been extremely illuminating. Thank you so much, Kate.